Now, the story begins with Bardock, the father of Goku, a Saiyan warrior who fought against Frieza's cruel rule until his very last breath. But even after using every ounce of his strength, Bardock couldn't save his home planet, Planet Vegeta, and he couldn't protect the future of his son Kakarot either. And then, the worst finally happened. With Frieza's devastating attack, Planet Vegeta was completely destroyed, and along with it, Bardock was swallowed by that massive explosion. But at that exact moment, something happened that no one could have ever imagined. The instant Bardock realized that Frieza had finally finished him, a very strange phenomenon suddenly occurs to his body, and in the very next moment, Bardock crosses through the flow of time itself and ends up 25 years into the future. Slowly, Bardock opens his eyes. He looks around in confusion, and then he mutters in disbelief, "What is this? Where am I? This place, it feels strangely familiar. Is this some kind of illusion again?" Then anger begins to rise inside him. Frieza, that bastard, betrayed all of us, and in the end, he killed me too. Struggling with his heavily injured body, Bardock slowly stands up and says, "If this is heaven, then why does everything feel so real? My body is badly wounded and my mind is completely confused. I need to find someone here as soon as possible." Suddenly, Bardock hears voices nearby. He instantly becomes alert. What's going on? Someone is definitely close. I need to figure out where exactly I am. But in my current condition, I have to be careful. If whoever's out there is an enemy, they could easily finish me. So it's better if I move slowly and see who's actually here. Just then, distant laughter and shouting echo through the area. Hearing this, Bardock quickly moves toward the sound, but the moment he arrives there, the scene in front of him leaves him completely shocked. Bardock whispers in disbelief,
"Wait, how is that possible? That's Dodoria. But what is he doing here? And the Saiyan standing in front of him, that's Vegeta." At the same moment, Dodoria nervously pleads with Vegeta. "Wait, Vegeta, please don't kill me. I can help you. I know the truth about your planet, the real secret behind Planet Vegeta." Hearing this, Bardock becomes stunned. The secret of Planet Vegeta? What nonsense is he talking about? Dodoria continues, "Fine, but remember, I'm just the messenger. When your planet was destroyed, Frieza told you it was hit by a giant meteor." The moment Bardock hears this, his expression changes. He whispers to himself, "So that means the meteor story was a lie. Planet Vegeta really was destroyed. Everything that happened to me, it was all real. I faced Frieza's attack head on, and all those visions of the future were showing the same thing, my death at that exact moment. But if that's true, then how am I still alive?" Meanwhile, Dodoria continues speaking. "You should actually be grateful, Vegeta, because you're the prince of the Saiyans, and seeing your fighting potential, Frieza thought you might still be useful to him. So, before destroying the planet, he sent you away on a special mission." Hearing this, Bardock is stunned again. He quietly says, "Prince? So that really is Prince Vegeta. But how can that be? Back then, Vegeta was still just a child." Just then, Vegeta responds angrily, "I'm not doing this for my planet, and I'm definitely not doing it for my race. I'm doing this because you people treated the Prince of the Saiyans like your personal slave." And in the next instant, Vegeta's power suddenly erupts like an explosion. Moving at lightning speed, he attacks Dodoria, and within moments completely overwhelms him. Watching this, Bardock is left speechless. Incredible! His power is far beyond that of an ordinary Saiyan. Just where exactly have I ended up? Then Bardock thinks to himself, but one thing is certain, Dodoria always stays with Frieza.
If he's here, does that mean Frieza might be nearby too? The moment that thought crosses his mind, Bardock quickly begins following Vegeta. But suddenly he stops and says, "Damn it, Prince Vegeta is way too fast. He's already disappeared from my sight. I have to follow him. If I manage to catch up with him, maybe the two of us together can finally defeat that bastard Frieza." But then Bardock looks down at his injured body. But in this condition, chasing him won't be easy. Everything happening around Bardock is incredibly confusing, yet slowly he begins to understand what might have happened to him. Somehow, through some mysterious twist of fate, he survived the destruction of planet Vegeta. And the strangest part of all, he now finds himself on a completely unfamiliar planet, a place filled with mystery. Looking up toward the sky, Bardock quietly says, "Prince Vegeta, where exactly are you going? I'm so badly injured that I can't even fire a small energy blast to get your attention. At this rate, I'll never be able to catch up with you. Still, I have no choice but to keep moving in this direction. If my guess is right, Raditz should be meeting him very soon." Suddenly, a voice echoes from somewhere nearby. "I don't know what you're planning, but I'm not going to stand here waiting forever. Let's move." The story continues. As the story moves forward, we see Bardock desperately trying to keep up with Prince Vegeta, but eventually, exhaustion forces him to stop. Breathing heavily, he says, "All right, maybe resting inside that cave would be better. I'm completely drained. Damn it, he's disappeared from my sight again." Looking around, Bardock mutters, "And I don't even have my scouter anymore. Without it, finding Prince Vegeta's exact location is almost impossible." Suddenly, Bardock notices a few strange creatures nearby. He studies them carefully. What are those? Are these the native creatures of this planet? I can't sense any strong energy from them, not like the power I felt from Prince Vegeta.
Maybe they're harmless, but if all three of them attack together, in my current state, they could still be dangerous. Struggling to stay on his feet, Bardock murmurs, "Still, I have to do something. I'm about to pass out." Then he calls out to them, "Hey, you three, wait. Don't panic. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I just need to know one thing. What planet is this?" But suddenly, the creatures look at him in shock. One of them blurts out, "What? Dad? Is that you?" Another one says, "Goku? Is that really you?" Bardock immediately snaps angrily. "What kind of nonsense are you talking about? Stop wasting my time. Just tell me what planet this is." One of them finally answers, "This is planet Namek." Hearing this, Bardock freezes. His mind begins racing. If this really is planet Namek, then what was Dodoria doing here? This planet isn't even considered valuable, so why would Vegeta and Dodoria come here? There's only one explanation. That bastard Frieza must be planning something big. Meanwhile, Krillin quietly whispers, "Gohan, it's true. This guy, he looks exactly like Goku." But Gohan immediately shakes his head. "No, Krillin, that's impossible." Krillin looks closer and says, "Look carefully. He has a tail. That means he's a Saiyan. Could he be one of Vegeta's allies?" Gohan quickly replies, "That can't be right. As far as we know, Vegeta is the only evil Saiyan left in the entire universe." Krillin pauses and thinks. "Yeah, but remember, we learned that information from Raditz, and there's a chance he might have lied to us." Suddenly, Bardock speaks up. "Wait, did you just say Raditz? You know him?" Then Bardock's voice turns serious. "Before you answer my question, tell me something first. Who exactly are you, and what are you supposed to be?" Bardock growls. "You look like strange creatures yourselves." But suddenly his condition worsens. Staggering, he struggles to stay conscious. Damn it, I'm about to pass out. With his fading strength, he finally says, "My name is Bardock. Now answer my question. How do you know my son?" The moment they hear this, both Gohan and Krillin are completely shocked. Gohan whispers, "Your son? What is he talking about?" Krillin answers, "We met Raditz on Earth." The word hits Bardock like lightning. His eyes widen. Earth. So that means it's the same planet. The one I saw in my visions of the future. But before he can say anything more, Bardock's body finally gives out, and the exhausted Saiyan collapses unconscious onto the ground. Seeing this, Gohan, Krillin, and Dende are all left stunned. Krillin immediately says, "This guy is seriously injured. He needs help right away." Gohan, still confused, replies, "I don't understand what's going on, Krillin. He said he's Raditz's father, and he looks exactly like my dad. What is happening here?" Krillin then asks, "So what should we do with him?" Gohan pauses for a moment and thinks. Then he says, "He's still a Saiyan, but he doesn't seem evil like Vegeta. We can't just leave him here to die, and if what he said is actually true, he might be able to help us during this crisis." After thinking it through, Krillin and Gohan finally make a decision. Krillin nods and says, "All right, we'll take him with us, but only so we can question him later and figure out who he really is. Besides, he's extremely weak right now. In this condition, he won't be a threat to us." And with that decision, Gohan and Krillin carry Bardock with them. A little later, Krillin turns to Gohan and asks, "Hey Gohan, where do you think Bulma is?" Gohan replies, "She's probably deeper inside the cave." So both of them call out, "Bulma, are you in here?" Suddenly, they notice a capsule nearby, and then Bulma's voice echoes from inside. "What is wrong with you guys? How could you leave a beautiful girl alone in such a dangerous place?" Then she looks at the group and asks, "Wait, who are these people?" Krillin quickly explains, "This is a Namekian child. We rescued him from Frieza's soldiers. And this other guy, he's a mysterious person we found on the way." Bulma looks closely at Bardock. Her eyes widen. "Wait, what? This guy looks exactly like Goku." Krillin immediately adds, "Yeah, but the most shocking part is still left. Before he passed out, he told us he's Raditz's father." Bulma is completely stunned. "What? How is that even possible?" Krillin responds, "We thought he was lying at first too, but he looks exactly like Goku. And the most important thing, he doesn't seem to be working with Vegeta or Frieza." Bulma still looks skeptical. "How can you be so sure?" Krillin explains, "Because when we talked to him, he spoke about Frieza with pure hatred, which means one thing, he's definitely against Frieza." Then Krillin looks worried, but his condition is really bad. If we don't treat him immediately, he might not survive. Bulma sighs in frustration. Everything is getting more stressful. Ever since we arrived on this planet, things have only gotten worse. But then she suddenly smiles a little. "Although, I do have some good news. A little while ago, I received a message from my dad. He told me that Goku is currently on his way to this planet." The moment Gohan hears that, his eyes light up with excitement. "My dad is coming here?" Everyone around him begins to smile. Krillin says, "Yeah, that's definitely great news. But the most important thing right now is that we stay alive until Goku gets here. Because once Goku arrives, he'll be able to deal with all of our enemies." Just then, Bardock suddenly begins to move slightly. Krillin suddenly raises his voice. "Careful, he's waking up." Slowly, Bardock begins to move and lifts himself up. Looking around cautiously, he asks, "Why did you bring me here? And what exactly are you planning to do with me?" Krillin calmly replies, "Nothing. We just want to know if what you told us earlier was actually true. Are you really the father of the Saiyan Raditz? And what are you doing on this planet?" Bardock slowly shakes his head. "Honestly, I don't fully understand it myself. I don't even know how I'm still alive. All I know is that bastard Frieza destroyed my planet, and I was killed in that same attack. But the next moment, I woke up here. Hearing this, Bulma whispers quietly, "This guy sounds like he's completely crazy." But Krillin quickly responds, "No, one thing is clear. This man is definitely a Saiyan. Look at his tail, and his face looks just like Goku's. There's no doubt about it. He's telling the truth." Just then, Bardock suddenly stares closely at Gohan. After a moment, he says, "Wait, I've seen you somewhere before." Gohan looks confused. "What do you mean?" Bardock narrows his eyes. "I can't believe it. I saw you in one of my visions of the future. You were standing beside my son, Kakarot." But the moment he finishes saying this, Bardock suddenly collapses and loses consciousness again. Everyone in the room is left stunned. Gohan quietly says, "Krillin, he used the same name, the name Vegeta uses for my dad, Kakarot."
Bulma crosses her arms and says, "This guy is seriously strange. Maybe he isn't evil, but he's still a Saiyan, and I've got a really bad feeling about this." Krillin responds in a serious tone, "You might be right, Bulma, but we still need to help him, because I want to keep him alive, so he can tell us the truth about who he really is." Bulma sighs deeply. "All right, I'll try to treat his wounds, but his injuries are very serious. It could take months for him to fully recover." Suddenly, the Namekian child standing nearby speaks up. "I can heal him. You all saved my life earlier, so I want to help you too." Krillin nods. "All right, but first, let's go inside. I'll give him some clothes so he can cover himself." And with that, the story slowly begins to move toward a new turning point. Sometime later. As time passes, our heroes try to learn more about the mysterious Saiyan. Eventually, Dende manages to completely heal Bardock's injuries, and the moment his wounds are fully restored, Bardock suddenly wakes up. Looking down at his body in shock, he says, "How is this possible? All of my injuries are gone." Krillin smiles and places food in front of him. "Go ahead, eat. Eat as much as you want. No need to hold back." Bardock watches them silently for a moment. Then he says slowly, "So, you're the ones who saved my life." Then his expression turns serious. "But why? Why did you help me?" Krillin answers honestly, "To tell the truth, we actually need your help right now." Bardock frowns. "What exactly is happening on this planet?" Gohan steps forward and explains. "It's all because of Frieza. That monster has come to this planet, and he's searching for the Dragon Balls." Bardock raises an eyebrow. "Dragon Balls?" Krillin continues. "You might not know much about them, but before we explain everything, we need to know something first. Can we trust you? Will you help us stop Frieza?" For a moment, Bardock remains completely silent. Then, anger slowly fills his eyes.
I don't know why you people came to this planet, but if your enemy is that bastard Frieza, then we're on the same side. That monster betrayed the Saiyans, and I will never forgive him, because he was the one who destroyed planet Vegeta. Just then, Dende gently asks, "Sir, your name is Bardock, right? Can I ask you something? Are you friends with Vegeta?" Bardock immediately responds, "You people know Prince Vegeta too? I've never personally spoken to him, but he's a Saiyan just like me, and I'm sure he's also searching for a way to destroy Frieza." But Krillin shakes his head and says, "I don't think so. Right now, Vegeta is our enemy. He's searching for the Dragon Balls too." Bardock frowns in frustration. What exactly are these Dragon Balls? But suddenly, everyone in the room feels something strange. A dangerous energy begins to spread nearby. Bardock doesn't understand what's happening, but Krillin and Gohan immediately recognize it. They knew that in that direction, Vegeta was mercilessly slaughtering Namekian villagers, all so he could collect the Dragon Balls and gain immortality. Hearing this, Dende becomes terrified. He quickly says, "Please, you have to help me. I need to reach the Grand Elder immediately.
He also has one of the Dragon Balls. If Vegeta gets there first, his life will be in danger. Krillin immediately responds, "All right, then we need to go there right now." But just then, Bardock steps forward. "Wait, I'll take you there. Now that my body has fully recovered, my speed and strength are greater than anyone here. Consider this my way of repaying you for saving my life." Krillin glances toward Gohan and says, "Vegeta is already tracking us. If this Saiyan is willing to help us, then it's better if he comes along." Gohan nods. "All right, take us there." And in the very next moment, Bardock launches into the sky at incredible speed. His power is so immense that his ki is immediately sensed by Vegeta. Vegeta looks surprised. Whose energy is that? Could it be Kakarot? Then he mutters to himself. Dodoria mentioned that the earthlings were on this planet, which means that bastard might actually be here. But suddenly, Vegeta senses another powerful energy nearby. What? Another extremely powerful presence? And it's very close. I can't be mistaken. That must be Zarbon. If I want to weaken Frieza, then the first thing I need to do is eliminate his strongest soldier. Meanwhile, while flying through the sky, Bardock asks Dende, "Hey kid, how much farther?" Dende replies, "Just a little more. At this speed, we'll reach there very soon." Suddenly, Bardock says, "Unbelievable. Right now, two incredibly powerful forces are fighting." Krillin instantly understands. That must be Vegeta fighting one of Frieza's men. Then he says, "We shouldn't get distracted. Just keep going." After flying for a while at incredible speed, they finally arrive at the Grand Elder's house. The moment they enter, Krillin quickly says, "We need the Dragon Ball that you have. We must protect it at all costs." But the Grand Elder first wants to confirm whether they can be trusted, so he asks Krillin why they came here. Then his eyes slowly move toward Bardock. The Elder asks, "Tell me, warrior, are you also from Earth?" Immediately replies, "No, I am a Saiyan." The Elder continues, "Then what brings you to this planet?" Bardock calmly answers, "I'm simply repaying a debt. These people saved my life." The Grand Elder watches him carefully for a few moments. Then he says, "I can sense the purpose that brought you to this planet. But when all of your wishes are fulfilled, what will you do then?" Bardock quietly responds, "I don't know yet." The Elder asks again, "But how did you arrive to this planet?" Then he looks deep into Bardock's eyes and says, "I can feel that your mind is restless, but you don't seem like a dangerous person." Then he gestures toward him. "Come closer. I want to see how you ended up here." And the moment Bardock steps closer, a strange energy suddenly spreads throughout the room. And in the next instant, Bardock screams in pain. Suddenly, Bardock's painful screams echo throughout the entire room. He begins groaning loudly, because at that very moment, the Grand Elder is unlocking Bardock's true hidden power. Using his mysterious ability, the Elder begins drawing out the dormant strength hidden deep inside Bardock. And as that power begins to awaken, Bardock's limits start to shatter. His strength begins rising rapidly, becoming many times greater than before. Bardock asks, "Elder, is it true that you can increase my power?" The Grand Elder calmly replies, "Yes, Saiyan, it is possible. But there is something I must tell you first. There is still a small amount of darkness left inside your heart. To be honest, at first, I wasn't sure if I could trust you. But after seeing the memories inside your mind, my opinion changed. Your destiny on this planet is to assist the warriors of Earth and help defeat that evil tyrant Frieza. So, I will help awaken the power hidden within you." The moment he says this, the Elder begins using his mysterious ability, and instantly, Bardock's dormant power awakens. Bardock looks shocked. "Incredible! I can feel waves of power flowing through my entire body." Then he looks at the Elder and says, "Thank you, Elder.
I don't know what you saw inside my mind, but I promise you this power will be used to defeat Frieza." Then the Grand Elder turns toward Krillin. "Krillin, come here as well. I will awaken your hidden strength too." Krillin looks a little nervous. "Can you really do that? I'm worried this might put your life in danger." The Elder smiles gently. "Don't worry. This power has no connection to my life force. I'm simply taking advantage of this opportunity." Moments later, the Elder awakens Krillin's hidden power as well. And immediately, Krillin says in shock, This is my power? Unbelievable." Even Bardock looks surprised. He thinks to himself, "This earthling feels even stronger than a Saiyan warrior." Then Krillin asks the Elder, "Elder, can you also awaken the power of a child?" The Elder nods. "Yes, if hidden potential exists within them, then it can be brought out." Krillin quickly responds, "Then can I bring one of my friends here?" The Elder smiles. "Of course. Right now, we need powerful warriors who are willing to fight for justice." Krillin happily says, "Then I'll go bring Gohan here right away." Then Krillin asks another question. "Elder, may I take the Dragon Ball that you have? I promise I will protect it with my life." The Elder nods slowly. "Very well, Earthling. Your heart is pure and courageous. This Dragon Ball will be safe with you." Krillin smiles with relief. "Thank you very much, Elder." Then he turns toward Bardock. "All right, let's go."
We need to return to Gohan and Bulma. But suddenly, Bardock stops. "Wait, I helped you reach this place safely. That means our debt is now settled. I don't need to travel with you anymore." Krillin looks shocked. "What? Are you planning to betray us?" Bardock calmly replies, "You're misunderstanding. I simply have other plans in mind." Krillin becomes angry. "Are you crazy? If you're planning to face Frieza alone?" But Bardock interrupts him. "I don't need to explain myself to you. I'm leaving now." And with those words, Bardock suddenly flies away at incredible speed, leaving Krillin and the others completely stunned. But even after Bardock leaves, the Grand Elder still has a faint smile on his face, almost as if he already knows what Bardock is about to do next. And that raises a big question. Now that Bardock has gained new power, what exactly is he planning? He knows one thing very well. No matter how strong the warriors from Earth might be, defeating Frieza will not be easy, because Bardock himself has already witnessed the true strength of that tyrant. Then Bardock quietly says to himself, "If I want to defeat Frieza, there's something I need to learn first. Just like those Earthlings, I need to learn how to sense other people's energy." He slowly closes his eyes and begins to concentrate. Focus. Try to feel a massive source of energy somewhere. A few moments later, Bardock suddenly opens his eyes. This energy, it's enormous. There's no doubt about it. That power belongs to that bastard Frieza, and he's somewhere in that direction. But then Bardock senses another presence. There's another power moving around here too. That must be the energy of one of those Earthlings. Then Bardock smiles slightly. Now the time has come. I need to find Prince Vegeta. But after searching for a while, he frowns. That's strange. I can't sense his energy anywhere. Where did Vegeta go? Meanwhile, a moment later, Bardock suddenly senses another power approaching rapidly. He thinks to himself, another powerful energy is heading this way. Could it be Prince Vegeta? Without wasting any time, Bardock immediately flies toward that direction.
But what Bardock doesn't realize is that just moments earlier, Vegeta had already fought a brutal battle against Zarbon. After that intense fight, the Prince of the Saiyans had been severely injured and left unconscious. Meanwhile, Zarbon had returned to his master, Frieza. But once Frieza discovered that Vegeta had hidden one of the Dragon Balls, he became furious with Zarbon. Because of this, Zarbon was forced to return to the battlefield again, this time with a new mission. He had to capture Vegeta alive so he could force him to reveal the location of the hidden Dragon Ball. At the very same time, Bardock was rapidly approaching that exact location. He mutters to himself, "A powerful energy is heading in this direction. Could it really be Prince Vegeta?" But the moment Bardock arrives, the sight in front of him shocks him. That's Prince Vegeta. There's no mistake. Which idiot left him in this condition? Suddenly, a voice echoes from behind him. "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" Bardock turns around, and standing there was Zarbon. Instantly, Bardock realizes the truth. So this is the one who left Prince Vegeta like this. Meanwhile, Zarbon carefully observes Bardock. He thinks to himself, "Strange, this Saiyan looks familiar somehow." Then he angrily says, "Hey, you insect, what are you waiting for? Answer me right now. What are you doing here? Are you one of Vegeta's allies?" Bardock stares directly at him. "Unbelievable. So you're the one who did this to Prince Vegeta." Zarbon sighs impatiently. "I suggest you leave immediately. I don't want to waste my time with you. I only came here to retrieve Vegeta, so stay out of my way, unless you're looking for death." Bardock immediately responds, "Wait, Zarbon. If you want to take Prince Vegeta, then you'll have to fight me first." Zarbon looks surprised. "How do you know my name? So that means you're one of Vegeta's allies?" Bardock's voice turns cold with anger. "Zarbon, I will never forgive you and that pathetic army of Frieza. You people betrayed the Saiyans." Zarbon suddenly bursts into laughter.
What nonsense are you talking about? Why do you care so much about the Saiyans? Then something suddenly clicks in his mind. Ah, now I get it. You must be that Saiyan who came from Earth. Bardock immediately corrects him. You're wrong. I'm not from Earth. I am a warrior from planet Vegeta, and I came here to take revenge for the Saiyan race. The moment he finishes speaking, Bardock suddenly launches forward with incredible speed. Zarbon's eyes widen in shock. Damn it, this Saiyan is incredibly fast. His speed is even greater than Vegeta's. Zarbon angrily shouts, "You damn Saiyan, I'll finish you right here. Lord Frieza is waiting for me, and I have no intention of wasting even a second here." But Bardock responds in a calm voice, "I'm not interested in wasting your time either. I came here to take Prince Vegeta away from this place." Bardock then looks toward Vegeta's unconscious body and mutters, "Damn it, Prince Vegeta's injuries are extremely serious. I need to take him to the Grand Elder." And in the very next moment, Bardock suddenly lifts Vegeta and flies away at incredible speed. At this point, Bardock's power had already pushed past his previous limits, but even then, he knew something very important. His current strength was still not enough to defeat Frieza. That's why he decides to take Vegeta straight to the Grand Elder. However, Bardock's true intentions are still unclear to everyone. Meanwhile, on the other side, Krillin returns to Bulma. But when he arrives, he learns that Gohan has gone out to retrieve a Dragon Ball they had hidden nearby. After a short while, Gohan finally returns, and now they have 2 Dragon Balls in their possession. But at the same time, time is quickly running out, because Frieza is still waiting for Zarbon to return, and as minutes continue to pass, Frieza's anger only grows stronger. Finally, in frustration, Frieza makes a major decision. He orders the arrival of the Ginyu Force so they can locate the remaining Dragon Balls, because Frieza is determined to achieve his greatest desire, immortality.
Meanwhile, not far from the Grand Elder's house, Bardock arrives while carrying the severely injured Vegeta. Seeing him again, the Grand Elder looks surprised. He asks, "Saiyan, Why have you returned here? Bardock quickly replies, Grand Elder, I need your help. Please awaken Prince Vegeta's hidden power before he dies. The Elder looks at Vegeta and becomes shocked. So this is the same evil Saiyan, Vegeta. Then the Elder's expression becomes serious. I'm sorry, but I cannot grant your request. This Saiyan has killed many of my people. I cannot allow someone like him to live, a person whose heart is filled with nothing but evil. But Bardock answers in a calm yet determined voice. Grand Elder, I understand how you feel, but please try to understand this as well. If Prince Vegeta doesn't help us, then defeating Frieza will be impossible. However, the Elder slowly shakes his head. I'm sorry, but I cannot do that.
In a serious tone, he says, Even if you are right, Saiyan, my heart still refuses to help someone who has taken the lives of so many innocent people on this planet. But Bardock was not someone who gives up easily. He steps forward and pleads, Please, Grand Elder, I'm begging you. Then he continues, You don't have to do this for him, because I know something very clearly. I cannot defeat Frieza on my own. His power is beyond imagination. That's why I need a powerful warrior by my side, and the strongest warrior of our race is Prince Vegeta. Then Bardock reminds the Elder of something important. You looked inside my mind. You saw the memories within me. You already know that every step I take from now on will be to protect this planet and defeat Frieza. The Elder falls silent for a moment. Then he asks, But how can you be so sure that Vegeta will help you? Bardock answers immediately, Because just like me, Prince Vegeta also wants revenge against that monster Frieza. He's the one who destroyed our home, planet Vegeta. Yes, Vegeta may have committed terrible crimes on this planet, but please give him one chance so he can correct his mistakes and help save planet Namek from Frieza. However, the Elder raises another concern. There is still a problem. This Saiyan, Vegeta, is also searching for the Dragon Balls, which means the people from Earth could be in danger. Bardock quickly responds, Don't worry about that. I will make sure Prince Vegeta doesn't take the Dragon Balls, and I will also protect the warriors from Earth. Then Bardock speaks in a firm voice. But you must understand something. If Frieza succeeds in making his wish, there will be no one left who can stop him. That's why I'm asking you, please save Prince Vegeta so he can fight alongside me against that tyrant. Hearing Bardock's words, the Grand Elder falls into deep thought. For a few moments, the room becomes completely silent. And then, the Grand Elder finally makes his decision.
At that exact moment, Vegeta's eyes slowly begin to open. Looking around in confusion, he mutters, Where am I? What's going on here? Then he looks at his body and says, Strange. My body feels different somehow. Suddenly, his eyes land on Bardock. His expression turns shocked. This can't be possible. Are you Kakarot? Bardock immediately responds, Prince Vegeta, calm down first and listen to me carefully. Meanwhile, the Grand Elder silently watches everything. Then he quietly says, Bardock, I hope I made the right decision, because from this moment on, the fate of this planet rests in your hands. In reality, the Grand Elder had not only saved Vegeta's life, he had also awakened the hidden power within him.